Hey, good afternoon there, YouTube. How the hell are you doing? As promised, as per last week's video, I said I would do a fuel economy towing video. Now, I left Cranbrook about 15 minutes ago, fueled up, and as you see, I do have my fuel level is 100%, or as you can see down here, maybe it's full. And yeah, we're just hauling now. I'll prove. You can see in the rear view there, I do have the trailer on the back of the truck. I happen to have been running a little late today, so I wasn't able to do a proper intro and shit like that, but yeah, I'll do an overview around the truck and trailer a bit later on, but just showing I am out of Golden now. I mean, I am out of Cranbrook heading to Golden once again, and yeah, we'll see what the fuel economy is like now. Before, if you remember, going to Golden, I believe it's 300 some odd kilometers. It took about a quarter tank. I have a 100-liter tank running AC. Remember, my tire size, 35 by 12.5 R20, negative 24 offset. So I got all that shit, and which all plays a factor on my fuel economy. Now I am running my tow tune, which is 60 horsepower over stock. We went through the levels last week in the fuel consumption. And 120 foot-pounds of torque over stock, I believe, too. And that trailer weighs about 8,000-9,000 pounds, something like that. And we're hauling right now, uphill. Let's see what the good old Liometer has to say. Now, my truck says 582k to empty, and I'm averaging 16 liters per 100 kilometers. If you remember last week, we averaged about 11.5 to 12 per 100 kilometers. Now we got 9,000 pounds behind us, and I'm getting 16, according to the truck. So, that ain't too bad. It is smoky as fuck because of all the forest fires we got here in BC. If you do not know, we are in a state of emergency right now. And what do I do in a state of emergency? I hook up the fucking trailer and I go to work. But that's enough about that. I'm gonna kick back, relax, enjoy the scenic drive, and we'll talk to y'all in a few. Now, I figured since I'm hauling, and lots of you guys know, I got a 5-inch straight pipe on this truck from the downpipe back. You're probably wondering how bad the drone is. Well, let me just shut the fuck up for a minute. I'm going to turn off my AC so you don't hear that. It's not interfering. And you guys can hear how loud the drone is inside the cab with the windows up, hauling a 9,000 pound fifth wheel. Alright, AC is off. Now, mind you, some of what you're going to hear is going to be a little bit of tire noise, which is to be expected. But yeah, I'll go ahead and shut the fuck up now so you guys can hear it. Look at that. Perfect timing. Some dickheads are trying to kill me. Some dickheads are trying to kill me! Not really. Just passing. On my side. Well, I'm coming at him. Weighing about 19,000 pounds. Truck and trailer total. Full of water. No big deal. Anyways, you probably heard a bit of the drone. I put my foot down a little bit so you can hear the exhaust start to take off, the turbo light. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not bad now. But let me tell you, anything more than 8 hours, 8 to 14, 16, somewhere in there hours, then the drone starts to get to you a little bit. You start to go a little loopy. It just, you're irritable at that point, so anything's really going to set you off, I guess. But yeah, that's the only complaint about this exhaust that I've got. It sounds great. EGTs are pretty low, even hauling a trailer in 25-degree heat. You know, the hottest my just barely climbing a hill, and I'm boosting I was boosting about 6 psi. It's doubled now. I'm up to 20 somewhere in there. If I hammer down, I can get it right up to fucking probably 30. I only got 28 in her right now. I didn't want to put my foot to the floor and fucking really give her. Yeah, that's what my fucking diagnostics look like right now. So that's generally what I monitor. I also monitor another page here. Let me see if we can switch it over one hand without fucking going off the road. Oh shit. This is what the other screen that I monitor there. Coolant intake, transmission, engine oil, my DTC count, RPM, battery, boost, and instant miles to gallon. Those are the two screens that I monitor on there. When I'm traveling, or with the trailer anyways, I generally stick to the other one. Like the grid pattern screen. But if I'm just cruising around, I usually keep it on the other one. The layout just a lot more, I don't know, it just looks a lot nicer, I guess you could say. Yeah, check out that, it's pretty fucking smoky. Traveling to work. I've been traveling roughly 45 minutes or so now, seeing as I went from Cranbrook Canal Flats with the trailer. You know, in some places I was kind of giving her more than I should have. But without any further ado, almost a quarter in 45 minutes. I'm at 83%. Road's bumpy, it's hard to keep the camera still. I've been giving her though, you know, I've been rocking about 120, 130, so 80 miles an hour for most of this trip, mostly uphill. So, you know. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Alright, well here I am in Golden, BC, and holy motherfucker, the smoke is way worse than it was before. The air quality is fucking piss poor. Check that out. Can't even see the mountains in the fucking video, barely. Anyways, that's not the topic of this video, even though that's, you know, current events that's going on here. Smoky as fuck. Usually you can see all the mountains around us really well. Can't see a single one of them all that well. Even on video or with the naked eye, you can't really see them all that great. But, so, like I predicted, half tank to Golden from the Cranbrook, BC. I don't know if you can see that down in there. But we're at 47% fuel remaining now. And that's from Cranbrook, BC to Golden, BC. It's about a 3.5 hour drive or so. We left at noon, it's 3:30 now. So yeah, 3.5 hour drive, half tank. That's 100 liters gone. I mean, that's 50 liters gone. Approximate evaluations anyways. So yeah, that's it. You know, fuel economy is pretty great in this truck, to be honest, when it comes to hauling and without trailer. And I was giving her too, you know, I wasn't taking her easy by all means. But yeah, generally, yeah, every 4 hours I usually fill up. So every half tank or so is when I fill up. I like to keep my tank as topped up as I can, because forest fires and shit, like I mentioned in my last video here about with my last video with this truck anyways, I mentioned I like to keep my tank topped up pretty good in the event of an emergency. And since our beautiful province is in a state of emergency, I'm gonna probably top her up here in the next 10 minutes, then head up to the resort and park the trailer. Alright there everybody at YouTube, my generator's going here, so you probably can't hear me all that well, and I'm not about to turn it off because it's kind of a bitch right now. Anyways, This is my setup here up in Golden. Got my truck, got my trailer, got my generator, got everything going, making the big bucks here now. And I just figured I'd show everybody what it's like here now. Mind you, I'll see if I got a clip from last week what it usually looks like up here. If not, I do have a bunch of pictures and shit. But this is what it looks like up here now. It's smoky as fuck. And usually out there, you can actually see all the mountains around us, but you can't see a single fucking thing right now. It's wild. This forest fire situation is crazy. Last week I gave a guy shit for throwing cigarette butts into the forest. Made him go pick it up and stuff. And this is the reason why. Now look at it. It's fucking crazy. The air quality is piss poor out here. I mean, it's not horrible, but it could be better. But yeah, there's a ski hill. People bike it in the summertime. I'm up here for work. It's the only hotel available, as I've explained before. Yeah, check that out. That just sucks. You can see all these mountains over here, clear as day usually. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thanks again for watching. All my subscribers, awesome, thank you. I went, from a month and a half ago, I had 6 subscribers, maybe 12 subscribers, and now I'm up to almost 50. So thank you very much. I appreciate all the views and sorry, waving at my coworkers there. I appreciate all the views and the positive and negative feedback. Once again, thank you all. I'm hoping to do giveaways eventually once I have enough subscribers. Not doing this YouTube thing for the money, but once the money does start rolling in eventually, I'm going to be doing some pretty big giveaways, so stay tuned for that. And that's a promise, as long as I start making the big money off of here. If not, oh well, I'll do little giveaways. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and remember, when in doubt, throttle out.